Hi, I'm Menza. I post a game every day until I reach 500 elo. I am currently rated 446. My opponent is rated 399. Okay, so we will see what happens with this game. And hope that everything can be as developed as possible. Always like, okay, here comes the queen. She's always looking at this square here because it is only protected by the king. So what I'm going to do is develop this knight and attack the queen. Because I have been definitely... Okay, so they won my bishop. Okay, so I guess I guess my putting my knight there wasn't such a good move. Okay. I will develop that pawn attacking the queen, and we will find out what next they have in mind. I usually like to see if I can punish the queen for coming out so early. They have to continuously move the queen. And yes, I've lost a bishop, though we will find out exactly how it plays out here. Okay, so now the knight is attacking the queen, so we will continue to attack the queen wherever she goes if we can, and also develop our pieces. As you can see, they haven't done anything but one pawn move, and their queen is out and trying to get things. Obviously, they're up material. Though I think if things continue this way, there will be something happening where I'm going to win material. So they go back where their queen is now defended. So now I usually like to have this pawn up so there is no kind of pinning the knight here, and also sometimes there's other things coming into that, and the queen is already on that side looking at things. So I feel like I've developed everything so far for free. And we will find out, though, what ends up happening, because now if they push a pawn, okay, so they're going to look here, which is undefended. And if I push it here, then it is defended. That's not a problem. And I don't want to just keep losing pieces or pawns or anything, because I'm already down. So let's just get that up, because I'm obviously going to be castling on the king side with the way the pawns are on the queen side. And we're going to look at what our bishop is going to do. I guess they feel the queen is the only piece to move. There has been times when people have brought their queen out early and left them out early, and I win it. So obviously they brought their queen back, so the chances of that are very slim. Without any other pieces developed or trying to back anything up, I don't think really plays a very good system for that queen being out so far, so much, I mean. should say far. She's now tucked herself. So I believe my bishop will go here and I will castle, and then we will start trying to get like a breakthrough happening. And I don't mind in a way that these pawns have been forced to go up there, because it really is already getting into where if I want to start advancing them, then it could be good. Now this knight, because of this bishop, could come up here at some point. So now if I take them, they have nothing to take back with. And if I take with my knight, then my knight's up there really fantastically, which I like. Because if I take, and then there's that whole thing with the queen, well, it could be good and it could also end up being bad. I say I'm going to take it with the knight, and then I go take it with the pawn. Because perhaps the knight being up there is not going to make them very comfortable. They're going to probably push a pawn. So they have right now the queen out. If they want to exchange that for their bishop, okay. And do I want to come over with my bishop or put him right here? I kind of, in a way, like just going right here and then castling, because if they take this, then I take back. And does this knight have something really juicy to do? Okay. So being that my knight is protected there, it's okay that's attacked. I can always move it back if a pawn attacks it. And now they've developed their second piece of the game, and we'll see how many more get developed. My king is going to get castled, and we are going to see about possibly, like, I can't push this pawn because this one is attacked by the bishop, and that obviously wouldn't be good. Well, this bishop is now gone. And now we have a file right where the queen is, looking right in at the king. So if I could attack that square there, okay, my knight is undefended and we will have to do something about that. So if it goes right here, pretty much that is the only square, because up here is, well, it is protected actually by the bishop, so it could be attacked so easily there, but perhaps here as well. So this, put it on the king and then figure out what you want to do with it, because if it goes here, those pawns advance. Okay, if it goes here, those pawns. And is there one? No, nothing that I can just snap off, so we'll go here. And I will want to get castled. My queen is looking right up here. They're looking at this pawn, so I'll have to be careful of that. If it, what have they taken? Have they just won another piece? They're up +5. Okay. My knight. So that was another not such a good move. And they're looking there, which is undefended. If I attack the queen, they'll probably just take it. But if I attack the queen going here, I protect that pawn. and they're looking at this one. So, well, I've really, it's amazing that they can have so many pieces undeveloped and they are up +5. That's, I guess, well, if I wouldn't have put my knight where I did put it, I wouldn't have just lost it. Okay, there's a pawn taken. If I develop, well, if I do my rook right now, queen's looking there, it's protected, this is protected, and this is fine, okay. And we will get everything connected and we'll try to get a lot on this file with the queen. So it's attacking there. Okay, so I've been down more material than this and come back, and I've been up more material than this and lost. So it just depends on how the rest of this game plays out. And if I get my rook behind here, but I get the other one, the queen isn't looking at that, and everything looks okay there for that. So I have to figure out now if there's anything that I can do with this, because if I get another rook or something in behind, or if I put my bishop there, okay, they're gonna do that, which stops what I was thinking, though. Okay, that is protected by the queen. If I push on up here, they just take it for nothing. If I take right now with my bishop, they can't take back with their queen because I just win their queen. I believe that is how that plays, so we'll take that. And I've got a lot of pressure in behind this bishop to go up here where the king can't move anywhere off there. Obviously, if the queen could come here safely, then I think there's a lot of problem. This bishop is under, or knight is under attack, and if I take it, then it will be check. And then my next move would bring the queen up. Nothing is protecting this square from his side. Okay. So the queen, I have to watch what she's looking at. So, okay, they have a way to go that way now. And if I do that, they would have to put their bishop in. And if, let me look, if I take that, then it's check. They have to deal with that. Maybe they have to put their bishop in there, which the knight now protects. So am I just outright winning the knight anyway? So I have to just do that. There we have it where they are now up +2. So it's check. They have to figure out what they're going to do. If they're going to mess up their castling, yes, okay. So now I have my queen, my bishop, and my rook on that square. They have their bishop, their king, and their knight on that. Okay, so there's no kind of attack there. I can take this rook for free right now with my bishop. And I will do that. So I have to watch the back rank mating as well because I haven't got a pawn moved here, and obviously I have my pieces there defending my king quite nicely, just if we're going to start moving them. So now the material has gone in my favor and I'm +3. So if I bring my bishop back to, oh, they have disconnected, maybe they didn't count on that happening. So there is now 5 seconds, and we'll see how. Okay, so I won the game. They must have just resigned and just let the time go on me, and I had a good win. Thanks for watching. Bye.